So that's really it, you know. Alright, let me close out on this scripture because I was going into the mark. So I wanted to read this in the book of Exodus. Right? Like I said, we bought with a price. Now it's the book of Exodus 21 and 1. It says, now those, I'll start from verse 2 actually. It says, if thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the seventh shall go out free for nothing. Alright? So basically this is a law of like slavery more or less, alright? Or dealing really with being a servant because well a lot of people don't know the word employee basically means slave, alright? And everyone's been employed by the hierarchy of the society, alright? And they don't know that they're holding to they're actually slaves under the powers that be, right? Even you can go to the quote of, I can't remember who made this quote, but it basically goes as so. It says gold is a currency of monarchs, no rulers, silver of gentlemen. It says barter of common folk, and debt of slaves. And basically we're all indebted in a society. So guess what? You being indebted in a society basically makes you a slave, alright? So basically everyone's a slave in this society, alright? So let me read this quick. Let me read it again. It says, if thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the seventh shall go out free for nothing. Alright? And it's the same thing that was implemented with Jacob, alright? He basically did 7 years under Laban, where basically he was in bondage under him. Not in bondage, but he basically said he worked for 7 years to basically get his wife being Rachel, alright? But then got basically tricked, hoodwinked by Laban to basically work another 7 years because he said the custom to us is to basically give you the eldest first. But then basically if you want the youngest, I gotta give you the eldest, then you can take the youngest afterwards. So he wound up working 14 years and then basically went out with all the abundance of his wealth as well, sorry. But in this case it says you shall work 7 years and then go out for nothing. Verse 3 it says, if he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him, right? So whatever state you came into that slavery is the same way you're gonna go out, right? If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons and daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and shall go out by himself, all right? So basically, whatever woman, if his master basically while he's in captivity to his master gave him a wife, then guess what? That woman belongs unto the master, and also the children that come out of that marriage basically belong to that master because he gave it unto him. Alright, it's a byproduct of his doing. Verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. When his master shall bring him unto the judges, he shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Alright, so the point is with the mark of the beast, I spoke of in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, being known as the microchip, basically it's the same as that awl. It's basically you saying that, look, master, I want to live in your world, so basically give me that chip. And as it says in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, you'll be able to buy and sell, right? You'll be able to maneuver in society. We had Tony Blair even come out and say that the way things is moving, basically, if you don't take that Maxine, you ain't gonna have you ain't gonna be able to maneuver in society. You're gonna have certain liberties that are liberal, for all, cut off basically. All right. So that's the state of things. We're in a year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Shai. All right. So time is moving fast, man. Before you know it, we're gonna be out of this year, even if we got that much time in this kingdom. All right. So with that, man, I pray you're edified till the next week. Lord willing, I'll be out here again. You know, say shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem El Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the old four elect and you sisters out there. Say shalom, shalom.